Good morning, everybody. It's time for a nice little resort morning run here at 7 in the morning. I mean, come on. Look at this. What a beautiful morning. Beautiful morning. Holy cow. Believe it or not, this is my first morning run at a Disney resort. Nothing too serious. Just a couple times around. I am training for a hopeful run Disney in the future. But wow, if you're a runner, you probably already know, but get in the morning, it's beautiful. Oh, I brought my annual pass instead of my car key. That's fun. How funny is that? I was too tired this morning to bring my actual room key, and I brought my annual pass. I'm trying to run, okay? I'm trying. As far as these beds go, I was really comfortable all night, believe it or not. However, I did have a moment when I thought someone entered my room, but I think it was just people, well, definitely was just people walking by. That's the only noise that I heard all night, was people just walking by. I didn't hear any neighbors. Don't know if I have any neighbors, but the bed was 10 out of 10. Lots to do today. Have a few doctor's appointments to get in check. You guys are going to be seeing this video in the future because tomorrow is technically my cruise and we'll be going live. This video will just be in the short future, just by like a couple of days, but it kind of all works out just because of the fact that I have doctor's appointments, and I kind of want to open up about that a little bit more, about my disease and whatnot. And if you didn't know, I wear contacts. The brand is One Day Acuva Moist Dailies. One day. Surprisingly, there's not that many people up here in the morning. Maybe there's not a lot of rope droppers. I would suggest it though, for sure. For sure. I just want to head to the cafeteria to get some OJ. OJ? I never call it OJ. Orange juice in the morning here. Wow. Look at that golden sunrise. Hello, Disney World. That's just beautiful. Not a lot of early risers this morning. Oh, there's a turtle. And of course, right as I go film it, the turtle disappears. I feel like having a resort day is kind of important if you can afford to do that, and if you really kind of ultimately want to do that, just because it's a different vibe here in the morning for me, because I know I'm not in a rush to go to the park, and I can simply just walk over and stroll and get some nice orange juice and enjoy the beauty of a Disney resort. I know a lot of people don't do that. I didn't do that on my Disney vacations growing up, but if that's possible, a resort day is kind of awesome. You see the resort a little bit differently. They do offer room service. I elected not to get room service. You know, don't really need to. And that's just like obviously way more expensive than it needs to be. On a cruise ship though, I'll gladly get room service. I don't know what they're doing. Maybe some power washing? Yeah, definitely some power washing this morning. I also think I said that I am going to the doctor today. I'm getting a lot of work before I go to the doctor today, which makes me kind of bring something up. Well, I want to bring up today. Into the cafeteria we go. Oh, I'm so thirsty. That smells good. Hey, and what do you know? It's not even that busy. This is what I want. It's probably like $6 for this small orange juice. quick look here at what they have for breakfast. They have a nice grab and go section, which is great. Makes me tempted to actually get some egg, cheese, sausage, egg and cheese sandwich, bacon, egg and cheese. About $10. They have everything all ready to go. It's like all grab and go. Okay. That makes it so easy. But I'm tempted, but I'm not going to. I just don't feel like eating Disney breakfast for breakfast, you know? I have a cruise coming up. Kind of got to watch what I eat, but this is super nice how everything's just grab and go. The Mickey waffles. Did not really expect that. Makes it really efficient. I don't know if every Disney resort is like that, but holy cow, that's so efficient. We were close. This bad boy was $5 or four something. Oh my gosh, that hits the spot though. Also got a cup for water. Could have theoretically did that. Orange juice in the morning. Just ran on in to one of you guys. Do you want to say hi or anything?
Hi, it's Nicole from Illinois.
Illinois, are you a Bears fan?
Yes, I am.
Oh boy,
Yes.
Oh boy, go Pack go. Well, have fun.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks for saying hi.
Hi, everybody.
See you later.
Hi, Dad.
Yeah, Dad.
Hi, Dad.
This is good to know. Refillable mugs. They actually have a 50th anniversary run for $19.99. I remember back in my day when I was a kiddo, those were, I want to say, $10, $11. Darn it all. I wanted to go shopping in the gift shop. I think this opens at, I want to say, like 8 o'clock. This is actually the old lobby of Coronado before they built Grand Destino, where the lobby for Grand Destino and Coronado Springs is now. This is what it looks like today. The bell services used to be to the left, concierge to the right. Who would have thought, right? You got checkers. It's beautiful, it's nice. Look at all this furniture. I guess this is a cool place to come sit and work. And I think there's something over here. I think there's chess as well. Yep. And chess. It's just really kind of a nice place to just come and relax. I guess it's really good for conference people, you know? Since a lot of people are staying here. Conference, you know, it's a nice place to just relax. Sweet. Alright, let's go back to the room. We gotta get going. Without doubt though, definitely enjoyed my one-day stay here. My biggest advice is just know it's going to be a big resort. And once you get over that, you're gonna definitely really enjoy it. Ah, look at this. One last time. Brought the right card this time. We've got about an hour until my blood work. I have to go get lots of blood work done. Hello, my very sexy car. Good to see you again. Now, this blood work isn't like annual blood work. It's technically annual blood work for the disease that I have to get done all the time. Well, I think every like 6 months. Right now, it's every 3 months, which is pointless. We'll get into that, but it should theoretically be 6 months or like yearly. Traffic here in the morning is kind of a lot in Orlando, but we're on our way to get my blood work. And honestly, what you guys are seeing today is what ultimately was one of the hardest decisions for me to go self-employed, because health insurance when you're self-employed is honestly the worst thing to ever deal with. It's not as good. It's like they make it really hard for you to work for yourself, especially if you have a disease like I do. It's a big worry. It can get very expensive, especially with the insurance that just doesn't cover a lot. And it was a really tough decision back in the day. I actually wanted to go self-employed, and I wanted to work myself on YouTube in 2019. But I never shot the gun and never shot the bullet because of insurance. That's a whole nother thorn in my butt. We have made it. Quest Diagnostics. That's what it's called here in Florida. It's where you do your blood. Hopefully it's not a long way. It's pretty busy. On the real though, this is part of my life I don't really talk about much. I bring it up really rarely just because it's something that I don't really enjoy about my life. It's like a big headache in a way. Everything kind of started piling up growing up with all this stuff, but I do want to spread awareness on it today. I have to get blood work for a disease called ankylosing spondylitis, and it took a while for me to figure this out, but I have to go on right now and get my blood work. But ankylosing spondylitis, that is the disease that I have. A lot of you guys might not know about this because I haven't talked about it in, I want to say, like 2 years, a year and a half. I'm just not a fan of going to the doctor, giving blood. It's not fun. I don't enjoy it. And I feel like that's primarily because of how long it really took to discover this disease. And on average, it does take about 4 to 5 years to discover. And that's why I thought, hey, this is a perfect time to finally start talking about it again, because I have a lot of people that might be in pain and don't know what it is. Let's go get our blood work. I have this thing. For some reason, this system is still like I have to check in on my phone and then we wait outside, which is actually kind of nice. But I'd actually, now that I think about it, I'd rather wait outside than wait in like a boring reception area. So I actually kind of like it like this. I guess I'm going to get a text message when I can go on in. Blood work is very simple. Only like 3 things, which wasn't bad, but just cross the street, CVS pharmacy time, COVID test for my cruise. All right, well, now that we got that all out of the way, I kind of just wanted to sit down and talk about my journey with ankylosing spondylitis, because it really was a long journey at that. And like I said before, it does take about 4 to 5 years to discover, but honestly, it would have been so much easier just to know kind of like what it was and like what were the signs to look out for, because maybe, I don't know, possibly you might be having some pain and whatnot. I don't know. But back in like high school, I was going through a lot, especially like a ton of pain in my hips, in my joints, and it was always off and on. So we didn't really know what was going on. We didn't know if it was just like that I just got done with soccer practice, I just got done with baseball, I just got done with football, and I was really sore. Had no idea really kind of what was going on. And it took up until 2012, a year after I had graduated, to really discover that I had ankylosing spondylitis. And it would have been so much easier if, I wouldn't say so much easier because it's not really easy to discover. It took a lot of digging from my physical therapist, and I forgot what the doctor was, what their specialty was, but then I eventually got referred to a rheumatoid arthritis doctor, Dr. Lim. Freaking love Dr. Lim. He's the one who changed my life. We took a blood test to measure the inflammation in my body, and that's basically what confirmed that I have ankylosing spondylitis. Basically, if you don't know what that is, it's I have so much inflammation in my body. But then I take a shot called Humira, which lowers my inflammation levels, where I don't have pain when I walk, when I run, and it's been like obviously like the best drug of my life, a life-changing drug at that. And I don't really know how to spread awareness about it other than just kind of talk about it and tell you my story, my 4-year-long story that took forever to dig. But I guess if you have like joint pain, something like that, ask your doctor about ankylosing spondylitis and Humira, because that's ultimately what kind of changed my life and let me be able to go on runs, work out, do day-to-day functions, all because of that one test that showed that my inflammation was high, and then I was diagnosed with ankylosing spondylitis. Fun fact too, I actually have spondylolisthesis, which is a break and crack in my L5 vertebrae. That was before, and we kind of thought it was that, and it was causing me pain elsewhere. But that's when we kind of discovered 4 years later that I had a disease called ankylosing spondylitis. And being self-employed, it is really hard to it was really hard to find insurance that would cover that, because Humira, look it up, without insurance it's like $6,000 just for one pen, and I have to shoot myself with the shot every month so my inflammation levels go down. But there actually is something cool that might be on the horizon. If you're on Humira for a very long time, your ankylosing spondylitis might go away. I have a doctor's appointment coming up actually on the 4th, and I'll talk to him about that, but I'm kind of scared to wean off Humira just because I don't really want to experience that pain ever again. So we'll see what that is like, but right now all I do is see a doctor every 6 months, but it really, in my opinion, should be a year, because when I was back home in Wisconsin, I only saw my doctor who helped me every year. But I feel like doctors down here just want to make more money, and they make me see them every 6 or sometimes 3 months, which is super annoying. Sorry for that ramble. I just kind of wanted to vent about that. It's been so very long, and if you have any questions about it, feel free to leave them down below. I just wanted to kind of tell my story and kind of tell you guys that I have ankylosing spondylitis, this disease that took me so long to discover, and it was so draining, and it ultimately kind of helped. It sort of took my love away from sports in high school just because I couldn't do it to my full ability. And that's ultimately kind of when I discovered YouTube and whatnot. So a little bit different of a video today. Just want to tell you guys that story and tell you a little bit something about myself a lot of you guys probably have no idea about, and spread awareness to this, because it is something that I feel like some people struggle with that they don't know they have. And I don't want 4 to 5 years to go by like it did for me. So yeah, if you have joint pain or pain that you have no idea what it's coming from, ask your doctor about your inflammation levels and get tested for that. Hey guys, I'm sorry, but I'm kind of in a hot pickle. I wanted to do more of this video, but I'll explain it someday, probably tomorrow, depending on it. I just have to do a lot of things now. Yeah.